Today I want to encourage those of you who are moving up the ladder or those who want to move up the ladder into a leadership role. At some point, if you do great work and are interested, you're likely going to get promoted into some type of management or leadership position. And this can be a terrifying prospect for some people. I get it. So here are 3 actions that you can take that will help you win early as a leader. Hi, I'm Kevin Rutherford. Welcome to RG's Talent Tips. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Number 1, ask frequently, listen carefully. Let me say that again. Ask frequently, listen carefully. That's the first thing that you need to do as a leader. Starting on day 1, you need to be asking lots of questions. Ask questions all the time. Some of the questions might be, if the leader that you've replaced has left, you might say something like, hey, what did you need more of from our previous leader? What do you need more of now to win? How are you doing personally? Those kinds of questions. Now, I've touched on these before, and if you ask questions like this, like, hey, how are you doing? It's a personal question. How are you doing in your life? And how can I help you win at your job? You ask those 2 questions on a regular basis, and you're going to win as a leader. So the idea is we want to ask questions frequently, certainly when we're starting out, but it's important that asking questions should be a way of life for you, a habit in fact. It doesn't stop just because you get some tenure in your role. So if you want to start out and do well as a first-time leader, you're going to be fine if you ask frequently and listen carefully. Be sure to take notes, don't just ask questions and then zone out. Also make sure that you're listening carefully. Now that means asking follow-up questions, diving deeper. Number 2, build relationships. Why build relationships? Because you want to win early. First-time leaders really need to build relationships. And by the way, these things actually build on each other. So if you're asking frequently and listening carefully, that will lead you into a place where naturally you can begin to build relationships. Hold lunches and team activities. Have your team over for dinner, whether it's at your home or going out for drinks maybe after work. Do small things to show them that you care. To quote Teddy Roosevelt, people don't know how much you know until they know how much you care. Character first, then competence. Obviously, a big part of leadership is about people. And to connect with people, it's all about relationships. So when you build relationships of a personal nature, something magical begins to happen. Cultivating and building personal relationships with your team will advance and accelerate their trust in you as a person, which will then give them trust in you as a leader. And trust is massive for leaders. Number 3, get easy wins quickly. Let me say that again. Get easy wins quickly. Again, these build on each other because you're asking frequently and listening carefully. Because you're building relationships, you're going to have opportunities. You're going to see things that other people may not see. Having these relationships allows you to leverage your team and ask them, can you address this? Or will you change this? Just by asking questions, you will discover some easy wins that you can take right off the bat. They're going to be apparent. They're just going to jump right out at you. Take the easy ones and jump on those quickly. I think sometimes there's a temptation for a leader to make a big splash and then wait for the big bang. And I understand that. But big splashes usually take a lot of effort as opposed to the easy wins. Those don't take a lot of effort. Plus, these quick wins build positive momentum and confidence in you from your team. They allow you to take on more with your team because you have demonstrated success. Now, being a first-time leader can be a little nerve-wracking. And I get that, but I would encourage you, don't freak out. Just kind of breathe. I think that we often make leadership too complex. It's really not. It's people that are complex. That's the hard part about leadership. But the actual act of leading is not complex. Because as a mentor of mine once said, leadership is simple, but not easy. So to recap, do these 3 things. First, ask questions, listen frequently. Second, build relationships. And third, get easy wins quickly and then watch what happens. Watch the team willingly and enthusiastically follow you. Start leading and enjoy the journey. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something that you can apply right away. If you did and want more, please subscribe to our channel below and check out our website for even more content, handouts, and free tools that'll take you from where you are to where you want to be. Until next time.